Welcome to Wall Street Sizing Up, the only channel that allows you to profit off the hedge fund positions. We alert, analyze, and commentate on those positions for your profit and our profit. That said, today we are talking about the companies that are producing the vaccines and the therapeutics for COVID-19. Where are they in the process with the FDA, and who are they, and how can we profit? So with President Trump, DJT, in the hospital this week, I thought this would be a perfect time to talk about this. So first one up is going to be the first stock that we will talk about today is REGN, or Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. Clearly, that is the company that makes remdesivir that President Trump took. The stock has gone up 113% this year. It did start to slide, and then once it came out that President Trump was taking the drug, it did get a little bit of a pop.
Okay, all right. That's good to know.
Wait, what? Don't write this down. Are you filling out a form?
Now, this was part of Warp Speed. They went through phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 very, very fast. They did get emergency regulatory approval for remdesivir. It seems to work. You can see here, it was good in phase 1, phase 2 of clinical trials, indicating the candidate is effective in fighting the disease, right? But it only had 275 patients that tracked. The study showed moderate forms of illness, and those administered the cocktail demonstrated notable reductions in viral load. That's all great and good, but you only had 275 patients, right? It requires much more clinical testing, so potential regulatory approval and positive outcomes for the company are in no way assured. It just got the FDA's emergency approval. It needs more clinical trials for a long-term approval. So what I'm going to tell you about REGN is probably take a position, but I put it more on my stocks to watch list. Clearly, it's going to pop if it does come out, but I believe that they rushed that through. I'm no expert, but just in reading the press clippings, they've rushed it through. It seems to work, but it's got a lot more clinical trials to go through to really get a long-term solution there. The next one is BTNX. That's BioNTech SE. Now, BioNTech SE partnered with Pfizer PFE. Now, BTNX is really got to pop this week.
Toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. Once you pop, lock it for me, girl, get low.
Just this past week, it took off, and the market could be pricing this in. You can see the chart there. When they got approval for phase 1 and phase 2, you can see around July to August timeframe, that's when that was. Since then, it's kind of come down, and now the last month, it's up 33%. It's in an uptrend, but here's the thing. There is no PDUFA date. Now, a PDUFA date is a Prescription Drug User Fee Act. And what that means is that is the date that the FDA must review new drug applications, and they must either approve or disapprove. So no PDUFA date has been set, but an efficacy date has been set in late October for its phase 3 data sets. And we could read that here. They wanted 44,000 participants, and they think that's what's going to enroll in the trial. The problem is they only have 38,000. But the good thing is as stated previously, based on current infection rates, the companies continue to expect that a conclusive readout on efficacy or the drug's effectiveness is likely by the end of October. If the FDA sees very good evidence and the efficacy date, then it will go to a PDUFA date, right? So if there is a drug that is going to be the first one out that could be in November or December or possibly, first quarter of 2021, it's probably going to be this one, BTNX. I would say that it's in an uptrend right now. This might be one that I would get into, but again, you want to be very, very sure of position sizing and your risk management here, because it could take a tumble if things go bad in late October. I'm just letting you know that now. The next one you definitely know, and that's Moderna, mRNA. That is Moderna. You've heard about them. They are up 362% for the year. You can see on the chart when their phase 1 and phase 2 were approved, it slid, and in the past, really 30 days, it's gone up 26%. Moderna, let's talk about them. So if it's not going to be BTNX, it's going to be Moderna. I feel like those two are probably in the race. Clearly, BTNX has Pfizer behind them. That's more of a distribution partner. Moderna's going to do it all themselves, and clearly they'll need the, U.S. government to help them distribute.
Well, police, get down on the ground.
But Moderna should have enough data from its phase 3 to know whether its corona vaccine works in November. So again, you could have a PDUFA date set for November. Now, will you have the drug distributed then? Probably not. So the earliest that Moderna is going to come out looks like late November, December, but it all depends on that PDUFA date. The company could have enough data by October, but that's unlikely. If the infection rate in the country were to slow down in the next couple weeks, it could potentially be pushed out in a worst case scenario in December. So there you go. The drug's probably not coming out until late November, probably December at the earliest, right? Late stage trial for the FDA by the end of October, and then again, they'll set the PDUFA date and approve or disapprove.
Absolutely not. No way. No can do. Sorry.
So that is mRNA. Clearly, I would take a position in them, risk management, and you've got to size your position correctly. Again, if this stock is catalyst driven, as they all are, right? If the news breaks on the PDUFA that the FDA has approved, the stock will go nuts. It will literally go parabolic.
Buckle this! Ludicrous speed! Go!
So you probably want to have a position in this. That depends on your position sizing and what your portfolio looks like right now. But clearly it's going to do well if a drug comes out, as they all would, as all of these stocks would. Right. The next one up is CRVS. CRVS, you'll see, is Corbus Pharmaceuticals. Screen there, you can see it's got some seriously dark arts, some loose morals going on.
When I was young, ooh boy.
But they've gone through phase 1 and phase 2. They did have a call today. It's October 5th. Filming this at night. This will come out on October 6th. They're up 49% for the month. I think today they are up 20%. But Corbus, you can see here, shares surged on Monday, up 27% in early trading Monday, changed hands. It was a true penny stock until it crossed the $5 barrier, and it has gone up 153% in the past 6 months. Again, they will have a drug, but it's not going to be this year. Again, you might want to take a position, or this just may be a stock to watch for you. One of the ones that I did want to mention is Novavax. You've heard about them. They are over in the UK and the EU. They have 10,000 individuals in their study. They have a very good manufacturing capability at up to 2 billion annualized doses once all capacity has been brought online by mid-2021. But it doesn't look like the EU or the UK is going to approve a medication until at least first quarter for Novavax. Here's the thing with Novavax. They're up. Literally, this was almost a penny stock. It's up 300%, players. 300%.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over
300%.
1,000! 300,000?
Took a little slide, as you can see on the screen, and now it's up a little more. But again, same thing here. Once the news catalyst pops that it did get whatever the UK approval process is, for here it's the PDUFA date. Once it gets approved, boom, the stock will pop. If that's first quarter or second quarter of next year, because clearly we're still going to need a lot of distribution, and Novavax brings that. The last one that I want to talk about is one I don't have up here, but it's called IMV. IMV Inc. It's in phase 1, and it's trading sideways. You might look them up. It's a stock to watch. Their phase 1 clinical trial looks very promising. But again, it's a stock to watch for me right now. So with that, those are the leading companies with the leading vaccines that look to come out before anybody else will. I just wanted you to be aware of those. The vaccines for COVID. Now, where you sit on if you're going to take the vaccine, that's your business and mine. I would tell you that the FDA, the PDUFA, I would not want to be first in line, but a month or two in, I might be one that is willing to try. Whenever these companies have a drug, the stocks are going to pop. With that said, guys, cheers. Thank you very much. Have fun at the casino. Well, good day, good evening, and whatever time it may be. We hope you enjoyed that video as much as we enjoyed making it. Please hit the like or the subscribe or leave a comment, because we love that feedback. And you know what we say. At the casino, you got to watch your six and you go hard in the paint, guys. Cheers. We'll see you next time.